Hello everyone, today I'm going to be talking about two different things that happened over the past couple weeks, and those two things are the Superman news that we got and the Snake Eyes trailer. So, let's start off with the Superman news, which it's kind of old now, it's a couple weeks old, but we got revealed that the Superman movie from Nehisi Coates and J.J. Abrams is going to actually be race-swapping Clark Kent. So before, I believe that when they talked about, they said that Nehisi Coates was going to be creating his own character, like it was going to be a brand new character. It wasn't going to be Calvin Ellis or Val Zod or Clark Kent. It was just going to be a new Superman character. But now it's revealed that it's going to be a race-swapped Clark Kent. And yeah, that's really dumb and stupid. You have black Superman that you could use, like I just mentioned, but they're not doing that. So they're like, we're going to race swap Clark Kent. It's as if they were making a Green Lantern movie and they're like, hey, we're going to give you guys a black Green Lantern. Everyone's like, awesome, Jon Stewart. They're like, no, we're race swapping Hal Jordan. They'd be like, what? Why are you doing that? Well, you already have black established Green Lanterns. Same with Superman. You already have established black Superman. But in my opinion, what I would personally love, instead of even using some of the black Superman from the comics, is if they actually would have gotten Death of Superman right. Instead of killing Superman off on the second movie in with Batman v Superman and actually done that right, then you could have introduced in Steel. I mean, not necessarily that you need the Death of Superman event to do that, but still imagine that, introducing Steel, Cyborg Superman, Eradicator, Superboy. That would have been cool. But still, I think doing Steel would be way better because, in my opinion, when it comes to black Superman characters, he's one of the best, probably the best. I really like Steel. He's a really interesting character. He's a fan favorite. I think he's really cool. They get John Henry Irons in there. But no, they're just going to race swap Clark Kent. So, yeah, this is going to be a great movie. It's produced by J.J. Abrams, and you're going to have Nehisi Coates preaching at you about something. So that's going to be fun. I can't wait for that. It's going to be such a fun, great movie. Just having... it's gonna be terrible. I'm not gonna go see this movie. I have no plans on seeing this movie. The only way that I see this movie is when it actually comes out on home video, if it's on a streaming service and I want to just bash something. That's the only way that I'll see this movie, because there's no way I'm paying for this. This movie sounds terrible, and I'm really upset that DC's doing this, but they did say this isn't going to be in their sort of canon of DCEU. This is going to exist out of Flashpoint and all those other movies. It's going to be its own separate thing. It's not connected to anything else. So at least there's that. But this movie sounds awful. I don't understand it. Imagine doing Steel. I know we already got the Shaquille O'Neal Steel movie in the 90s, but I'm talking about now doing an actual cool Steel movie. Do something cool with Steel instead of this, but whatever. That's basically all I have to say about that. I want to hear from you guys in the comments below what you think of this new Black Superman movie, though. And let's move on to the Snake Eyes trailer we got, because it's funny, I was even talking in my Discord, which link in the description below if you want to join my Discord, but I was talking in my Discord when the hell are we going to get a Snake Eyes trailer, because this movie's supposed to be coming out in July. We have nothing for it, and then we got some teaser images, and then we got an actual trailer, and we got some behind the scenes stuff. So let's talk about the trailer. The trailer was disappointing because it's the most generic Michael Bay looking type trailer ever, which is disappointing because on the press tour and everything, when the director and Henry Golding, who plays Snake Eyes, talks about it, he's like, oh yeah, we took a lot of inspiration from Japanese cinema. We're trying to do everything legit and not use that much CGI and green screen and film on location. And the trailer was generic rap song and explosions, and the feeling and the lens flare and everything is just this looks like the exact same as the other two G.I. Joe movies we got, even though this is a reboot. So let's talk about the casting of Snake Eyes real quick. I don't know if I ever talked about this on a video. I know I talked about it on stream and Twitter and stuff. Henry Golding's a great actor. He seems like a really cool, nice guy. I'm not the biggest fan of him being cast as Snake Eyes, though, because a big part of Snake Eyes' story, if you've read the Larry Hama comics or the or Snake Eyes Declassified, which in my opinion is the best comic book origin story of all time, it's a G.I. Joe book with when G.I. Joe was under Devil's Due Publishing. Snake Eyes Declassified, read it. It's amazing. Such a good origin story. Anyways, a big part about that is after Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow fought in war together, Snake Eyes loses everything. I won't spoil everything that happens there, but he has no family or nothing. He loses everything, and Tommy, who's Storm Shadow, invites him over to Japan for his family business. and it's the Arashikage clan, this ninja clan. And he goes over there, and Snake Eyes is a blonde-haired, blue-eyed guy that looks nothing like them. So a big element of the story is the fact that he's a complete outsider and people do not like him. He's just some freaking white American. People are not happy with him. But Henry Golding's like half Asian, and so it kind of doesn't work as well because you don't have the whole complete outsider perspective. Like, well, you don't have that element to the story as much because he's part Asian, so it doesn't work as well. It's just like the contrast of seeing like a blonde-haired, blue-eyed American and then all these Japanese people. Like, it's a big contrast because you have all these Japanese people being like, he's not like us at all, to where now that element of the story is lost. So I'm kind of disappointed with that, but aside from that, I feel like Henry Golding will win me over because the guy is such like, in all the like interviews and stuff, he seems like he really likes Snake Eyes, and he's such a good, like, nice dude that I have a feeling he'll end up winning me over in the role. But still, I'm a little disappointed in the casting, but Henry Golding seems like a great guy, and I'm sure he'll do good, but I wanted to get that out of the way first. And then the trailer itself, Storm Shadow looks cool. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for the stuff that happens at the actual Arashikage clan. From what I can tell, it looks like the Arashikage are getting prepared for a war with Cobra. I don't know what Cobra wants from the Arashikage, but that's from what I can tell, because from the trailer it sounds like Storm Shadow is recruiting Snake Eyes to help them fight the Arashikage. And from interviews with Henry Golding, he talked about Snake Eyes has done some bad things in the past. So from what I'm guessing is they are going to somewhat follow like the Larry Hama comics and Snake Eyes Declassified, where Snake Eyes actually like was a soldier and everything first, and then went and traded with the Arashikage, which is great because in some comics and in the previous G.I. Joe movies, they did this stupid stereotype of, if you've been training martial arts, you have to have been doing it since you were like 8 years old. To where one of the different things about Snake Eyes' origin story is, unlike every other like martial arts movie or comic, he's only been training it since he was an adult. Like most other things, it's like they've always been doing it since they were little kids. So I thought that was an interesting thing from the with Snake Eyes, and they're actually going to be doing it in the movie, so that's cool. But yeah, so he goes in there as already a soldier, and so I'm interested to see that. I believe they cast the guy from the Raid as like the main character from the Raid movies as Hardmaster. I mean, that guy's cool and all, but he's way too young to be Hardmaster, so that part I'm not real happy with that casting. They got some new chick that's part of Arashikage clan that I don't know if she's going to turn out to be like, oh, it's this classic G.I. Joe character, but from the name she's like a completely new character, so we'll see how that goes. Scarlet, I like the casting for Scarlet. I have no clue who the chick is that plays Baroness. I hate the haircut for Baroness. It's the worst haircut ever. But Scarlet and Baroness are going to be in it. I'm glad they gave Scarlet a little bit of actual red on her uniform, even though they could just do her actual like comic book / cartoon uniform, but they're not. In the behind the scenes, Henry Golding talked a lot about Larry Hama, and they even showed Larry Hama on set, and he talked about how they sort of crafted the backstory for Snake Eyes with Larry Hama, like he kind of helped them there, and along with the because in this we're going to get more revealed about Snake Eyes than we ever have before. We're going to get his name. I don't like that though. At least Larry Hama helped them with it, but still I don't like the fact that we're getting his name. Like Snake Eyes was so declassified before that we never even knew his real name, but now we're going to learn that. Henry Golding did say that even Snake Eyes, before anything happens to him, he doesn't talk much, so I'm happy about that, because that's how it was before. Like in the comics, Snake Eyes was never like, it wasn't like, oh, he just talked all the time and then suddenly, you know, the accident in the helicopter happened and then he can't talk anymore. No, he was a quiet guy before, so at least there's that. But yeah, I'm interested. The trailer is not too good. I'm hoping we get a lot of him in the actual suit. I know Henry Cavill's, Henry Cavill. I might have been saying Henry Cavill earlier. I don't even know. Henry Golding is he's a good-looking guy, so of course they're going to want to show him off a lot. But I'm hoping we get a lot of him in the suit, because that mask is like that suit's so iconic and cool. But yeah, basically all I want from this movie is just some cool action scenes. I'm not hoping for much more because I don't believe in Paramount to be able to do much more, but who knows, it could be good. Henry Golding in every interview convinces me this movie might be good, but then I look at the actual like substance of it and I'm like, this doesn't look good. But in every interview, Henry Golding seems so like into it, so yeah, hoping the action's good, hoping the movie's decent, and we'll see where it goes from there, because I'd love for this to reinvigorate G.I. Joe and bring in a whole new wave of G.I. Joe fans. That'd be awesome if this could get kids into G.I. Joe again. That'd be awesome, and get like IDW to care about the G.I. Joe comics again. That would be really cool as well. But yeah, that's basically it. Let me know in the comments below, what did you guys think of the Snake Eyes trailer? Are you excited? And go read Snake Eyes Declassified. It's a friggin' amazing comic book. But yeah, that's basically all I had to say. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a like and leave a comment, because that helps with the algorithm. It's just how YouTube works. More comments means more people will see this video. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys later.